welcome to Community Connections. I'm Jerry Koyman, sitting in for Marnie Ewell, and we've got a great program today. We've got three awesome community people that do wonderful things for our communities, and we need to talk about the stuff you guys do. Our first guest is Barbara Moss, and she is from the Yavapai CASA for Kids, and support foster families, I understand. Kind of give the audience a little bit of background on what you guys do and how people can be involved and engaged.
Yeah, thank you. So thank you so much for having us on today. Like Jerry said, I'm Barb Moss. I'm with Yavapai CASA for Kids Foundation, and we are a nonprofit located here in Prescott Valley whose mission it is to enrich the lives of local foster youth. And we do that through our 9 different programs, as well as supporting the CASA program through the state. And so just take a moment on what is CASA and then what is the foundation. So people sometimes get it a little confused. So CASAs are the court-appointed special advocates, and they are volunteers through the court system. They go through background checks, they go through training, and then they commit about 15 to 20 hours a month to working with these foster youth on their cases. They are really incredible people, and if anybody's interested in doing that, I'd love to talk to you more about how to get involved with that. And we are the foundation, and so we are a support council for those CASAs, as well as a nonprofit who can support in different ways as well through our programming, like I said. So if you're interested in becoming a CASA, you'd go through the courts. If you're already a CASA and need support, or a foster parent or a foster youth yourself, you'd come to us and we can help you out.
Yeah, one of my very good friends is a CASA.
Very cool.
And I've watched her throughout the years, and she just loves it. And it's very special people that can be that devoted to foster kids.
Definitely.
And, now, do you also, the children can come into your office if they need counseling or someone to talk to? Or how does that work?
Yeah, so our programs are kind of cool in the fact that the youth and the families receive a lot of anonymity. So when you're in the foster care system, it seems like everybody kind of knows a bit about your business. But through our programs, most of the applications and most of the services are done just through our website. So take, for instance, our Grants for Kids program. That's our largest program, and that's where anybody working with these youth, including the youth themselves, can write in and request a grant for things like bedding, family vacation, sports registration, and they do it through an online form. And then we do email communication. If a phone call is required, then that will happen. And then we mail it straight to their house or send a check to whoever they need it to. So that's really cool. We don't offer like counseling or anything like that.
Okay.
But if somebody was interested in learning more about that, they can send us a message and we can point them in the right direction.
And how are you funded? Through donations totally?
Yeah.
Through or not the state, or?
So we are completely funded through donations and grants. So we are a 501c3. We also are a qualifying foster care charitable organization. And so that means that donations up to $500 for individuals and then up to $1,000 for married filing jointly can actually be used as an Arizona state tax credit.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. And tell us a little bit about some of the events you've got coming up.
Yeah. Okay. So this is really exciting. We have a gala coming up on September 18th. It's a masquerade gala. I keep getting questions about what people should wear. And I'm going pretty full out. Big earrings, like a gown, things like that. So I'm really excited. Unfortunately, that is sold out. Well, fortunately, I guess. I'm excited. Yeah.
That's exciting.
And then in October, we have our 5K. So October 30th, we have our Costumes for Kids 5K fun run. And that's really cool because families, or foster families, kinship families, and then youth under 16 all run free. And so it really is about just engaging our community and giving them something to do, as well as passing over maybe that financial barrier that there can sometimes be with events like this.
And where would that take place?
It is downtown Prescott at the plaza, at the Courthouse Plaza.
Oh my goodness.
On October
how fun.
30th. Yeah,
That's
it's going to be
my
really
birthday.
cool. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
well come and you can be the Costumes for Kids queen.
Oh, yeah, right. No, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And now, is this the first time you've done the 5K? Or?
No, it's actually our 7th annual 5K.
Oh, my.
Last year was virtual, which was interesting. But this year we should be in person and ready to welcome everybody on October 30th.
How fun. And
Yeah.
the gala's sold out, so you should do very well there.
Yeah, we're really excited.
Now, if somebody was interested in getting involved, either being a foster parent or donating or volunteering, how would they get a hold of you?
Yeah, so anybody can come in or ask questions on our website, ycfk.org. They can give us a call at 928-445-0800, and that has all that information. So we are always looking for volunteers for our events, for administrative work. If you're willing to volunteer, we can probably find something.
Something
Yeah.
to do,
Yeah. And then if you're interested in becoming a CASA, you can go straight to the CASA government website, or you can ask us and we can point you in the right direction. And then always donations. That's how we work. So, and we're really grateful in this community. We're really lucky. This is an extremely generous community, and they really care for these kids. So, thank you to everybody out there who has
We
donated
do,
and
yeah.
support us. We're, like I said, we do what we do because y'all do what y'all do.
And we're blessed to have people like you to step to the forefront and
Oh, thank you.
do what you do. It's awesome. And you want to give out the phone number again and
Yeah.
the website so people can go in if they're,
Yes.
jot it
So-
down while they're watching the show?
Yeah, so get your pen ready. Our website is ycfk.org. Again, that's ycfk.org. And our phone number is 928-445-0800. And it's always easiest just to go through our website just because then you don't have to remember the phone number.
True, true. And have fun at your gala.
Thank you so much.
Not a masquerade is so nobody recognizes you, right?
I know, yeah.
You think,
Well, they'll
You think
recognize
you're
me.
going to pull it off
I think so.
in fashion, huh?
I hope so. I'm always trying to be a fashionista. We'll see.
Okay. So where's that going to be at? Just
That's-
out of curiosity.
Yeah, so it's at the Hasayampa Inn in the Marina Room. It's going to be really, really cool.
It's really fun.
Yeah, and we have an amazing group of sponsors. Our presenting sponsor is Dr. Ellen Bunch, and then just a huge amount of community support has been put into this event. So we're just, again, how many times can I say it? So thankful to be in this community.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so
And
much.
good luck.
You're doing great. Thanks for having me
Oh,
today.
you're welcome. Well, you're welcome. And we'll be right back after we have these messages.
Things could be stranger, but I don't know how. I'm going through changes, through all of the strangeness. I'm going through changes now.
Welcome back to Community Connections. And our next guest is quite an interesting gentleman. We've been laughing and talking and getting to know each other. Steve Steigmeyer with ARF Animal Rescue. And
Correct.
Welcome to the show.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for
Thanks
taking
for
the
having
time.
us.
You're welcome. You've got an interesting story about how your organization got started, and I'm sure the
Yeah.
audience would like to hear it.
My sister, my younger sister, she actually managed a rescue in Prescott Valley for 7 years. And 3 years ago, she came to me and she says, "You're going to think I'm nuts, but I want to start my own rescue." And I said, "Well, I've known you 60 years, so I know you're nuts, but let's do this." So we began the search, and we've been very, very blessed. We were actually, I tell people it's a God thing. A guy gave us a 10-acre horse ranch out in Poland Junction East. He deeded it to the nonprofit to get to put the rescue on. So that's where we're at. And
That is
3
amazing.
years ago, August, and in those 3 years, we have rescued and adopted right at 300 dogs and 15 litters of puppies.
That is amazing. And 10 acres, I mean, that's quite a bit of land.
It is, and we don't utilize all
All
of
of
it,
it,
obviously. I mean, we're just a small rescue. I've got, we call them bunk houses, not dog houses, and we're keeping with the ranch theme, so it's, it's kind of, we got boardwalks in front of the buildings, and it's unlike any rescue you'll ever see in this area. The buildings aren't brown and black and white, they're green and yellow and orange and blue, and they're exciting and they're colorful. And right now I've got 3 large bunk houses, 2 small bunk houses, and a puppy palace. And the puppy palace is specifically for moms with pups, orphan pups, anything to do with pups. We have to be very careful. If a puppy, God forbid, gets parvo and it gets in the dirt, it'll stay there for 7 years. So we've got these houses designed where the puppies cannot get to the dirt until there's shots, until they get their parvo shots, which we give out at the ranch. And
Interesting.
so once that happens, then they've got free run of the yard, and the yards are big and playful and a lot of fun.
Now, do people call in for dogs that they no longer want and cats, or it's all dogs?
I hate to cringe, but
But-
yes, there are owner surrenders. Some, we pull dogs from rescues. I'm sorry, from shelters, because shelters get overcrowded.
Okay.
And we pull a majority of our dogs from shelters.
Okay.
And try and get them into homes. And we have had some owner surrenders that we've been successful with, and we're not in the business to collect dogs. We get them in, we get them out. Like I said, 300 dogs in 3 years, so.
Wow. Well, you've got an exciting event coming up. You want to let everybody know about
I
it?
do. I am excited about it. It's our second annual Holes for Hounds golf tournament at the Prescott Golf Club. And Saturday, September the 25th, registration's at 7. We have a shotgun start at 8 o'clock. Comes with lunch and some raffle prizes and silent auction. We did it 2 years ago. Had a great turnout. Had a lot of fun, and that's what it's about. Any of these golf tournaments, especially for nonprofits, which we are a 501c3, it's about having a good time and having fun.
Sure.
I don't really care who wins or if I win, but I want people to go to work on Monday morning and say, guess what I got to do Saturday, not guess what I had to do
Exactly.
Saturday. So that's kind of the focus that I use when I put these things together.
And if someone wants to play in the tournament, do they need to come with a foursome already, or?
No, ma'am.
Okay,
No, we will pair you, we will put you with a foursome if you come on your own. If you have a foursome, that's great. There's a break in the price if you pay for four golfers. But no, you can show up as an individual. We had golfers last year from Phoenix, or 2 years ago rather, that came up and played in our tournament. It's cooler. It's a fun place to hang out.
wow. And what does it cost per
It's
player?
$95 a person.
Okay.
It's $350 for a foursome.
Okay,
We have whole sponsorships available, but only if people get in touch with me in the next couple of days, because the signs have already gone to print for the T sponsors.
Okay.
There's several levels of sponsorship. $100 gets you a sign on the tee box. $250 gets you a sign on the tee box and 2 golf positions. And a $500 sponsorship is a sign on the tee box and 4 golf positions. So we've got probably 11 or 12, so I'm very happy with that.
Sure.
But we've got room for a couple more if somebody wants to get a hold of me quick.
okay, and how would they do that?
They can call me personally. It's the easiest way. We've been having problems with our website, so things are a little convoluted, but my telephone number is area code 775-560-7477. And they can get a hold of me at any time. They can go to our website and get questions answered somewhat that way.
Okay.
We have availability to pay through PayPal and Venmo through the website. Our website is arfrescue.org, and that's AARF as in Frank, rescue.org. And there's different ways. I think there's a flyer on there, and here again, my telephone number's on the flyer for the Holes for Hounds tournament. And
Perfect.
And that's the best way to get it.
And if somebody wanted to, are you looking for volunteers to work down at the rescue, or
We have-
donations? What could somebody do to?
Well, we are 100% donation driven. We do have
Okay.
3 grant writers, which has been amazing. But our donations, I'll tell you, if I can keep composure, I'll tell you. We got a call from a lady that gave us $20,000 to build more homes for these dogs, just last week.
Oh, that's so
And
awesome.
so those donations are few and far between, but they come in. But we are 100% donation driven. We're all volunteers. We have an amazing group of volunteers because 6 days a week they come out and walk those dogs.
Oh, my.
And if the dogs are scared, if the dogs are puppies, if the dogs are new, they get them leash trained, they get them collar trained, harness. We prefer harnesses over collars. They walk them 6 days a week. Every one of those, and most of them are ladies that live in the country club. Some of them are retired, some of them are not. We have a few gentlemen that come out. But that in and of itself is amazing. Our bunkhouses, and I know I touched on it earlier, every one of those houses has heat and air conditioning in them. When I built them so the dogs would be comfortable.
Sure.
And,
That
you know,
is
you
so
gotta,
great.
it gets hot out there. We're at Poland Junction East, we got no trees.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, you're on the other side.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
we're down in the flat there, but it's an amazing piece of property, but, we planted some trees over the last couple of years, but
Great.
we've got heat and air in all of the buildings, and the yards are huge, and like I said, the volunteers come out and walk those dogs, it's amazing.
Okay, the phone number one more time, and so we can get some more golfers for you.
Oh, yeah, I'll take more golfers. My personal phone number, which is the easiest way, because there's very limited staff at the ranch, my phone number is 775-560-7477.
Great, and good luck.
Thank you.
And thank you for what you do.
Oh, like I said, I pound nails, my sister takes care of the dogs.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
And we'll be right back after these commercials.
Spending time outdoors has never felt more valuable. Whether it's exploring nature or relaxing in your yard, let's do it responsibly. Before going out, check for closures and fire restrictions. Practice social distancing, even when outside and on the trail. Back at home, if burning yard debris, keep your pile small. And no matter where you are, be sure to properly extinguish any outdoor fire. Drown, stir, drown, feel. We're all in this together. Help keep our safe places safe.
Welcome back to Community Connections. I'm Jerry Koyman, sitting in for Marnie Yule. And we have a new chamber member and that we'd like to welcome. And thank you for joining the chamber.
Thank you. Pleasure.
Jan Lee with the Arizona Children's Association. And you've got some programs you'd like to talk to us about.
Yes.
And some classes and things that are offered through your program. So
Sure.
let us know what you guys do.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
I am Jan Lee with Arizona's Children Association, and we are a nonprofit here in Arizona. We've been around for close to 100 years. So just serving families in our community. And each year we serve about 40,000 children and families just within the Arizona area. So we are a large organization. But anyways, what I'd like to talk about today is a program that is called Parents as Teachers, and the acronym is PAT. And what it is a program that serves all families. And so it's not just parents, it could be grandparents, it could be foster parents, adoption, could be same-sex parents, it could be single families. So what it is a program that we are a home visitation program where we're coming in and we recognize that parents are the first teachers and the most influential.
Of course, yes.
And so we're coming along parents and supporting them. And so some of the reasons why someone might get involved is they're asking questions like, is my child going to be ready for kindergarten? Or are there possible delays, that I need to be aware of? And I'll talk about that in a second. There's also things like behavioral. That seems to be kind of a hot topic nowadays
Sure.
where families are just faced with normal development of children, and some of that normal development is with behavioral issues. So we're coming alongside supporting those. Part of what the program does too is we do screenings. So we have both vision and hearing screening. We also do assessments, but this last week I was visiting a family, and she said, I am so thankful for your program because we did a hearing assessment, and with the equipment that we have, it showed that there were some issues with her hearing. So we were able to give her a referral, and she went and sought out additional medical information in it, and anyways, all to say, she's going to now have to go to Phoenix, and they're going to have to do more extensive screenings
Sure.
on her daughter. And so anyway, she was just so thankful that we were able to catch something at such an early age. And, so it's assessments and it's supports like that of what we do that are helping families anywhere from prenatal. We start working with the mom and all the way through them going to kindergarten. So we're working with families all within that age group.
And what about after the children are adopted? Then your services stop?
So we have different services, and so with the Parents as Teachers service, that just goes until kindergarten for this particular
Okay, program.
part of
Okay.
it. We use an internationally recognized curriculum with the families where we're going through health and sleep and transitions and developmental milestones and really, again, helping these parents equip them with the tools and just things that they need as parents.
Wow, and how does someone work for your organization? Do you have to have certain schooling and degrees and? Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So for this program that I'm involved with, Parents as Teachers, it does require a bachelor's degree
Okay.
or higher, and then the training is extensive. I have
Okay.
been so impressed with the depth and just their commitment to the training.
Mm-hmm.
And, another thing that we are very involved with is the community, just the community outreach and having resources from our community. So, we cover Yavapai County, and we cover everywhere from Sedona to Prescott, which is where our office is, Cottonwood
yeah.
and Baghdad and Congress, and so all of
My.
Yavapai. We cover all
Whoa,
those.
you've got a lot of ground you gotta, and then the parent visitations, when you go into the home, is that once a month? Is it once a month? Okay.
But we can do every few weeks. So it really is based
On
on,
the family
Yeah.
situation and dynamics, okay.
and I know sometimes people don't like someone in their home, and we understand that. So we can always meet at the library, we could meet at the park, whatever the family's comfortable with.
Okay.
And we work on their timing too. So we're giving them, what days do you want, what times work for you, and
Sure,
we're
with
working
work
with
and
them.
stuff like that.
Sure.
Now, if someone wanted to get involved or donate, how could they get a hold of you?
So the Arizona's Children Association.org would be a great location if someone wanted to donate, because we are, again, nonprofit. The Parents as Teachers is supported by First Things First. And then the phone number to get enrolled in this program would be 928-266-5828, and that's our Prescott office. And Julie Daly is my supervisor,
Okay.
and they would be able to do the enrollment.
Okay, and also donate if they wanted to. Is it $500 per individual?
I'm not sure what the categories are.
I think that's pretty standard for nonprofits, I think.
Okay. I know this
Somebody
program.
might want to check into it, yeah.
This program is no cost to families.
Sure,
It is
yeah.
100% no cost, and again, it's supported through a grant with First Things First.
Well, it's a great program.
Thank you.
And thank you for what you do, and thank the organization. And welcome to the Prescott Valley Chamber of Commerce. We're a great group of people. Thanks
I agree.
again.
Thank you for having me.
All right. And I want to thank our sponsors and our audience for listening to our program. And you guys go out and make a wonderful day. Thank you.